Hello, and welcome back to oh my god, my phone. To another playtest. And this time we are playing something I have to do here real quick. And just need to do a little check-in somewhere else, because this is actually a little bit of a more demanding stream this time. Yeah, so we are playing our hero first. This has some kind of a more special history, because this is technically not like the very first version of the game. This game is basically in the process of a new release, because basically the dev found out about a tool, an RPG maker, which enables him to do a major overhaul of the game. And yeah, he was looking for playtesters, and there is something special in this case, because one of the things that were enabled due to this were more languages. And as you might know, I'm actually coming from Germany, and he was also specifically asking for someone who can playtest the German version of the game, and therefore see if all the texts are correct. That means today we are doing an exception, and we are not playing the game in English. Like, I will still commentate on English, but the text in the game will be in German. To make sure that we can proofread all the text. In addition, something that will happen quite a lot is that I will switch to this little screen here, which is an overview about all the text the game has. And yeah, therefore, in this Exodoc, I will document all the suggestions I'm going to make. Okay. Yeah, with that said, let's start the game. This game is done in an RPG maker, I forgot what it's at that. So, yeah. Let's start with a new game, which in German is called a neues Spiel. So here we have neues Spiel, fortsetzen is continue, website is website, woohoo. Sprache, DEU, which stands for Deutsch, that's fine, Spiel beenden, fine. So, no issue with the text here on the main menu. Mein Vater! Okay, so this is like one of the more unfortunate texts already at the very beginning. Also, something I want to mention is that even though there will be a huge focus on the German proofreading, I will still do the normal playtesting commentary as well, and make sure that we cover everything here. And as always, before I forget that, I might be more nitpicky than usual. This is not because I think the game is bad, but because I want to give the dev as much feedback as possible. And here we start with the first sketchy translation, which is mein Vater. So, if we go to the Excel, then on the right side, you see that the actual text is my sire. And like, this is actually something that kinda surprised me when I was looking it up the very first time, and just put it in Google Translate. My sire is, per Google Translate, actually translated to mein Vater, which is mind-blowing, because this is simply not correct. So in sire in this case, of course, means like more some kind of person that is of higher kind, of nobility, stuff like that, and we wouldn't translate that with my Vater. So yeah, Vater is just our German word for father, and yeah, something we would rather do is either calling it mein Herr or mein Lord. Like, both are fine, and both are definitely better than Mein Vater. Like, you can even go something like Eure Majestät. Although there's one I'm not really liking that much for this translation, but it would still be better than Mein Vater. Yeah, I'm actually not going to write that down, I think, because I don't want to see that translation actually used in this case. So, yeah, either Mein Herr or Mein Lord, but for sure not Mein Vater. And I have to let the cat out that you might have seen at the very beginning, so just give me a sec. So yeah, so there we have our very first improvement. Okay, with that, let's go back to the game. Yeah, so. Drücke die Pfeiltasten D-Pad, um dich zu bewegen. Completely fine. Nothing to... Well, actually, there is something you can do here. So, D-Pad, I think, refers to the D-Pad on a controller, right? So, let's go back to the axle real quick. So, Pfeiltasten is fine. Nothing wrong about that. D-Pad is not like super warm, but it's simply just a German term. So if you want to include the German term for that, something that would actually rather work out would be Steuerkreuz, which is sometimes, it is rather used than D-Pad. Like nowadays you don't see that often in modern games. But I think, well, D-Pad here, of course, see it sometimes, but Steuerkreuz actually not that much. At least I can't remember that much anymore. But it would still work out more than Pfeiltasten. So, let's say Steuerkreuz instead of D-Pad for the German translation. I think that's actually better in that case. Okay, so now we God, I really have to make sure that I'm updating that all the time. This is gonna be rough. Like, I feel like there has to be a better solution if I'm ever going to do such a playtest again, where I have to take care of the German translation. It feels a bit jank right now, switching all the time, but that was like the best solution I had on the fly. Yeah, like maybe with far more translation preparation, I would have found a way that I could just include both at the same time. Probably by just using up that space here, but I didn't have enough time to properly cut it out. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back here. So we are playing with the keyboard, which will be important later on. Something I want to say about this map is I think the hallway is a tad, really just it feels a tad too long for me. I think it could be a little bit shorter. It feels, due to the length, it feels a bit too empty, too barren. Probably I would like cut out the width of one window. You know, like basically from here to here, something like that, and then do it like this. Like, I don't think you need to change that much more. It is a screen that is not coming up that often, most likely. So yeah. Anyway, let's something I want to try out real quick because I haven't tried it out last time. We can't go here. Okay. There's also might always be worth looking that up. Mein Vater, mein Vater. Okay, same issue. Like, I won't do that again. I will just write it down later on. Same issue as last time. Whether mein Herr or mein Lord. We have talked about that once. There will be, like, I think 2 more places or so where that phrase is going to appear. That is wrong. So yeah, we have covered it once. No reason to cover it more. Sag es mir, Bauer. Okay, sag es mir, Bauer. Wait, first thing we do is doing this, and then we go back right into the screen again, into the access screen. So we are right here. Okay, there are 2 things about that. First thing is, in this very case, there is actually a typo in the English version. Hasn't is not written like this. I actually have to look up how it is written. I think it is with an A in the end, and that's it, right? Yeah. So, hasn't instead of hasn't. Okay, and the second thing is Bauer. So, this is more like a thing about what you really want to convey here. Bauer is the German word for farmer, basically. So it can be sometimes used for with peasant. So it is not basically wrong. Now the question is that character supposed to be a farmer in the first place? Or if it was just like supposed to mean like a simple citizen, a lowly citizen, and not explicitly a farmer in this case. If it is supposed to be like just a simple citizen and not a farmer, then we... Oh wait, am I wrong? Is peasant always farmer? Really? Okay, I was actually wrong myself in that case. So, peasant? I was always under the assumption that peasant also is like used for just general ordinary citizens, but in fact it is actually explicitly used for farmer more or less only, and of course like in a insulted way, but the insulted way is of course not that what is meant here. So okay, in that case Bauer is actually correct, I guess. And we just need to correct the English typo, and that's it. So, nothing else to talk about here then. Huh, the more you know. Actually learned something about the English language today. So. Der kostbare Theoremas-Kiste. Es wurde gestohlen. Okay, there's a typo here. Actually, so I have to go back again. Oh, it's so much at the beginning, but it's fine. It's fine. So we go back to the exit again. Yeah, basically, crystal in English does actually have a gender, and that gender is masculine. And that means we can't use es wurde gestohlen here, but we actually have to say wurde gestohlen. So wurde gestohlen. Yeah. Like, it's actually kind of funny because, like, the crystal does use the correct gender here. But then later on, it was actually changed into the wrong gender. So, yeah, there's that. But, okay. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, plappernde Biene! Sag mir, Bauer, was ist passiert? Okay. This is actually something special here. Okay, so, in English, you have, oh, blabbering beavers. Tell me, Patrick, what happened? The phrase, oh, plappernde Beaver, is not like some kind of phrase that is actually used in Germany. I actually think it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. So, like, I think it actually has some charm keeping it in there. Because I think it's actually kind of funny. But this is simply not a phrase that does exist like that. This is not like some sort of a saying we have in Germany. Like, I don't even know right on the get-go how to change it. That's the thing. So, and maybe you just leave it there because, like, again, I actually think it is kind of funny. Like, it's not the worst term, really. It actually sounds kind of cool. So, I might be fine just for the humor of the game, keeping it in like this, even in German. Like, it sounds super jank for a German dude, but I feel like this might be something you might want to keep on purpose even. So, yeah. Ich kam für eine Audienz ins Schloss. Mein Vater, der Gestal. Er war nicht mehr da. Okay, mein Vater, again, has to be changed into my hair or my lord or Eure Majestät. Something like that, but not my father. The west is pine. Although it's kind of like the thing about like this is something where maybe you might even need an entire additional scene beforehand because it's not really established where the crystal is in the first place, and now you're basically saying, hey, I saw the crystal and I went to this castle and the crystal is suddenly gone. Like, where is the crystal supposed to be in the first place? And so, in a way that the king was actually not noticing that the crystal was missing, because obviously it has to be somewhere in the castle, according to the dialogue. So, yeah, like, this is less like a text problem, but more like a story problem in that case. It's not really established where it should be, and then reading it like this, no matter in the German version or the English version, sounds kind of weird. Ritter ihn! Okay, but here we have a... Okay. But here we actually do have a problem again, and that is the term Ritter ihn. So in English it is knighthood, which should be like putting someone into knighthood, and the German translation for that is not like one-to-one, just Ritter ihn. We would actually, like, this is a bit longer in Germany, we would actually say something like Schlag ihn zum Ritter. So, yeah. We would actually do it like this. Okay. Gib mir das Revoltenschwert! Du hast erhalten ein Revoltenschwert, ein Schwertkämpfer. I would actually... Now I have to see where that actually is. Du hast erhalten... No. Vocabs. Ah ja, okay, here we have it. So, du hast erhalten. It's not like wrong, but it sounds a bit stiff. I would actually change that in du erhältst. This would work out better. Okay. So, right, then we go back again. Revoltenschwert, Schwertkoffer is fine. Nothing to talk about here. Du, unser Held, wirst gegen die Bösewichte kämpfen, die den Kristall aus unserem Reich gestohlen haben und ihn sicher zurückbringen. Du wirst die Welt retten. Okay. There is something that might be changed, might be not changed. Or, like, there are two ways dealing with that situation. And that is wait a sec. Okay, yeah, this is that one. So let's go back here again. So, our hero and unser Held. The translation in itself is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. You have a special situation here that our hero, so the English version, is actually directly referencing to the title, which is lost in the German translation. Like, someone who is versed in English will still notice it, but you have the situation here that because of this, it might actually be fine keeping the name in English and still call it our hero to make the reference to the game's title more direct. You can of course still translate it for every language. This is like, that's totally fine, but it might be worth thinking about if you might just want to write our hero in every language. I think both ways are valid, and I can't really decide which of the both ways I'm liking more. So yeah, but this is something at least worth thinking about. I will write it down here. Might be an idea to keep it our hero in every language. to keep the reference to the game title. Necessary change. No. Okay, so yeah. Like, I really think there are two ways going about this. Oh boy, the fact I am still not even over the intro is actually kinda insane. Oh boy! This will be... that will take some time. The rest of the text is actually fine. Like, if I'm looking at it again. So, you will fight the bad guys. Yeah. Okay. Aber mein Name ist... Verschwende keine Zeit, unser Held. Los! Los! Mit dem Revoltenschwert gibt es niemanden, der dich verletzen kann. Keine Sorge! Everything is fine there. Wie verwende ich es? Richte es einfach auf den Feind. Das scharfe Ende zuerst. Ich dachte, das Wort Revolte stünde für etwas Epischeres und Kraftvolleres. Yeah. Translating powerful into kraftvoll is fine. Yeah, I think like in that context it's fine. I don't think I would change that. Ja, vielleicht. Es könnte für so etwas sein. Los, Kevin gegen die Fahne, los! Yeah, sir! This is, by the way, like... I don't understand that. Like, sir is basically like a more direct thing to sire. Like, this is sire again, but instead of my father, we suddenly have sir here. Just to keep it consistent, I would still use Herr or Lord again in that case. Dies von Project präsentiert. Our hero first. Small intro screen. Nothing special here. Bevor du gehst, nimm etwas Fleisch aus meiner Truhe. Es wird dir nützlich sein. Drücke Sie Pad A, um zu interagieren. Okay. Let's talk about the German keyboard. So, we can go here, and I'm pressing Z on my keyboard, and nothing happens. This is something that has to be checked in every language. Because the keyboard layout is not identical for every language. One major difference between an English and a German keyboard is the fact that the Z button and the Y button have swap positions. So, in that case, in order to to interact with the chest, I actually have to press the Y button. So, that absolutely has to be changed. Now the question is, where is it? Ah, here. Okay. Yeah, I was not showing the exit screen right now. But I think that's fine. Du findest 3 Fleisch. Yeah, that's fine. I would actually say 3 Stück Fleisch. Drei Fleisch is actually a bit crude. I'm not sure where the correct reference for that is though. Fleisch. Yeah, no idea. I'm not finding the term here in the Excel list right now. But yeah, I would actually like whether write 3 Stück Fleisch and not 3 Fleisch. Like 3 Fleisch sounds a bit stiff. But I'm not finding the appropriate reference in my sheets right now. So yeah. This is something I have to talk about the dev a bit more. Okay. Drücke die Pad hours um Fleisch zu essen. Pad again. Well, Steuerkreuz would not actually work here. But we wouldn't really write pad here. Like pad hours in general is just like really crude in English already. Like you would actually write button, and in German it would be Knopf then. Yeah, I think that's actually the thing how to change it. Pad button in English. So, just to show it real quick. So this is basically like here. Like same actually here with pad. Because it is actually referring to the gamepad and then to the button of a gamepad. And thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Okay. So, let's go back here again. Then we go here. So, D is fine. D is the same at both positions. Can go here, apparently. Sadness. Langes Abenteuer, Feuer, Schlachten erwartet dich, unser Held. Los, du musst den Theoremas-Kristall holen. Wir sind alle bei dir, unser Held. Los geht's, unser Held. Wir zählen auf dich. Ja, everything is fine here. So, I guess we can just go away. Halte Shift Pad X gedrückt, um zu laufen. Same issue with Pad as beforehand. We should change that. And Shift should still be fine on... Yeah, Shift is still fine on the German keyboard. Wait, why do we have our heroes dude up there? Was it here as well? Haven't I noticed it beforehand? Interesting, okay. Drücke X-Pad B, um das Menü zu öffnen. Ja. Same deal here. And X is fine. Okay. So, we have PS, MP, attack, defense, speed. I have no idea what that is. AGI, Ausrüstung. So, okay, what would be German terms for the Well, actually, let's, ist es um deine ganze Gebiet zurückgewinnen, ein zerstörerisches Schwert von den König persönlich. Okay, that is fine. Ausrüstung. There absolutely has to be, like, is it said somewhere that it's not said anywhere that die rüste dein Schwert aus. Ah, okay. So we got a hint in a second that the sword is not equipped yet. Alright. So, Fähigkeiten. This is something I talked about with Devin beforehand. Fähigkeiten for skills is fine. We would probably rather say Fertigkeiten. But Fähigkeiten is not like the worst word for that. Okay. Then we have Speichern. Autosave, leer, wieder ein Slot, um das Spiel zu speichern. Yeah, I think we can keep it on slot. The Dini, no, the Dini, Schlotter Königsschloss, unser Held, Level 1. Yeah. So, this is still not out. Fähigkeiten, nothing. Okay. Attack, defense, and speed. Where I have no idea what it stands for. So, okay. Let's go back to the accent. So, Special, speziell, kind of fine. Reminds me of old Pokemon. Don't really know what to take for that. But can kind of be used. So, if we want to keep everything in German for the short abbreviations as well. Yes. I don't know a single game where PS is used as some kind of a abbreviation for HP in German. Like, I don't know where. PS is really unusual. So, like, HP will be hit points, and in Germany, like, you can actually keep HP there. This is used fairly often, even in Germany. Just keeping the abbreviation there. That, like, this is not actually the end of the world. If you want to translate it, you can either go for KP or TP, which would be either Kraftpunkte or Trefferpunkte. These are two terms that, as a German word, are actually used. LP for Lebenspunkte would also work. Like, these three would basically work. PS, I have never seen that before. Either TP, Trefferpunkte. Hey, Meg, what up? Thanks for the wait. Let me write that down here real quick. Kraftpunkte or LP. Lebenspunkte. So, for everyone tuning in here, we have some kind of a special stream. So, I'm doing a playtest, as I'm doing quite often lately, but we have a special situation for this very playtest, and it's the fact that the dev who was asking for playtesters in this case was actually asking for someone who is checking up the German translation on the game. And this is, even though I'm still commenting in English and saying everything in English, we actually have German text today to read up on all the different translations. And I also got like all the text here sorted up in an Excel. Like I have it for every single map. So yeah, and we are working through that. Like we are 45 minutes in and we haven't really left the intro yet. Like this is going to take a while. Like the game in total is actually only 3 hours long, but with all the changes and thinking about, this is like a ginormous amount of time. So yeah, I gotta see how it works out. Maybe I have to do an additional stream for that, because I'm absolutely not sure if I'm able to finish it today. Like this is actually kinda insane. But yeah, for everyone who is actually only an English-speaking person, and you actually have the opportunity here to learn a lot about the German language today. So yeah, and I hope that you had a wonderful time in Mac's stream. Let's see what he was actually playing. He was playing Let's Go. I have read that before. I have absolutely no idea what that game is. Like, at all. I have no idea. So, yeah. So probably something about the school, but that could be like so many things. Yeah, no shot. You better manage a school in a cute Japanese guy. Oh, so it's really like, okay, interesting. Like, I know that you're playing a lot of horror games as well, so I could have imagined it is like a school setting, school horror game. But hey, it is just like a building simulation game. That sounds cool. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. So, let's return. I will go back to the Excel. I will constantly switch between the Excel and the game, by the way, for everyone who is tuning in here. So, yeah. Okay, so we have talked about HP and PS. Jokes on you, on Saturdays I am playing a Korean horror. Yeah. So, let's talk about attack and defense. If we want to truly change that into German terms, and similar to HP, it is not super unusual that English abbreviations are actually kept in this case. But if we actually want to change it in English, instead of attack, you can say Angriff, which would actually be abbreviated like this then. And for defense, you would say Verteidigung, which sometimes in video games is shortened to VTD. Accessory would be accessoire in German, so keeping that abbreviation with ACC is actually fine. There is nothing we have to change there. So, yeah. We have that, we have that, we have that. It's actually kind of funny because here, in the written out way, attack and defense are actually translated to Angriff and Verteidigung. But it is not done for the abbreviations. So to keep it consistent, it actually has to be changed like this then. Okay, wait, we go back here again. Agi would be agility. German word for that would be Agilität, so you can actually keep it that way. Speed probably should be special. I'm not seeing it here in the text file. That aberration, I have no idea where that term is coming from. So we won't talk that much about that. So that is fine. I think we can actually continue with the game, at least for a few seconds. Okay, I was not expecting that music change. That's actually kind of dope. Ja, der Ketzer. Der Ketzer ist echt gerade cool. Wer sind diese Typen? Nimm sie besser alle raus. Would we? I'm actually super digging that sound. Okay. So, let's go here back again. Nimm sie besser alle raus. Sounds a little bit jank in German. I think I would actually say ich nehme die besser alle raus. Like, better take them all out actually like works really well in English. But nimm sie besser alle raus is a bit short-handed. A bit too short-handed for my liking in Germany. So I would really include the pronoun here to make it sound a little bit better. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was way too fast! Why were they spawning right around me? And that's not cool. Yeah, like, you have to give me some kind of preparation. Yeah! Okay, that's actually kind of dope. Attack! Attack! I'm kinda lucky that I can spam like this. Finish! Ein Fleisch. Again, ein Stück Fleisch, wherever. Okay, just spamming A does not let me change the map. That's for the battle. Oh wait, but I was able to do it there. Interesting. Wait. Okay, but I can't kill them. Where are people coming from? What the hell? Wir haben die Feinde des Schloss aktiviert, um die Feinde an weiteren Vorgängen zu hindern. Aber... Okay. This is actually faster, right? Than just walking? So we will just dash attack all the time? Wenn du weiterkommen willst, musst du die Fallen deaktivieren. Okay, fine, I guess. Oh boy! These cats are bloodied up, holy moly! Aber Junge. Hier gibt es einen Hebel, der die Aktivierung der Fallen steuert. Wait, that sounds a bit zank. What's the English? We activated. There's a lever there that controls the traps. Yeah. We can change that. So let me show you the English text here. So the English text is really just there's a lever here that controls the tab. I would actually just take out the Deaktivierung. Like, there's no reason for that to include that. Like, it is not even a direct translation of the English text in this case. And I think it actively does make it sound worse in German. So, I would just take it out. Hier gibt es einen Hebel, der die Fallen steuert. Okay. So. Can we walk over him? No. Sadness. Oh wait, there's a letter. Why is that battlefield so dope? Ooh, I did a crit. Come on! Like, the battle system is super simplistic, but that's fine. Saving. Oh, wait. Saving actually has to be changed into Speichern. It's probably here, right? No. Okay, that's somewhere else. Okay, but that actually has to be changed into Speichern. That's just the English term that has to be taken out. Alright, so now we deactivated the traps. Lauf mal Hindernisse, um darüber zu springen. Ah. Okay. No, we can't use that. Du findest 3 Fleisch. Was ist hier passiert? Boah, wer bist du? Noch einer von denen, die glauben, er könne uns besiegen? Wenn ja, wird es für dich genauso schlimm enden wie für sie. Töte ihn! Okay, wait, that is something we have to talk in a minute. Wow, that is actually a full here? Really? That's kind of insane. Ah, dang it. Dashing is a bit whack. I kind of have the feeling it should hit more often when they go sideways. Wenn du denkst, dass es leicht sein wird, uns loszuwerden, liegst du völlig falsch. Das ist jetzt unser Königreich. Mit den Dioemas-Kristallen an unserer Seite wird jeder auf der Welt Angst vor uns haben. Okay, more enemies, alright. Come on. Ne? Genug! Ich habe es satt, dir diese nichtslustigen Grunzer auf den Hals zu hetzen. We'll talk about that in a minute. Du wirst ein Schwächling sein, genau wie jeder andere Soldat in diesem Schloss. That's probably iffy as well. Jetzt bekommst du es von mir. That's probably iffy as well. Oh boy, boss time. Come on. Let's go. Ich habe alle besiegt. Das Problem ist, dass es keine Spur des Kristalls gibt. Geh zurück zu König. That was correct. Okay. So, there is a bunch of stuff we have to talk about. So... let's go here and then let's go here. Okay. So, what happened here? Was ist hier passiert? Fine. Waha, wer bist du? Noch einer von denen, die glauben, die können uns besiegen. I was actually... wait a sec. Not wrapping it around here. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. If so, battle you... wenn ja, wird es wie für sie. Yeah, that's fine. Kill him, töte ihn. Okay. Töte ihn would be fine if there would only be one person attacking us. But as we have seen, it was basically like half an army. And because of that, it actually has to be tötet ihn. Boah, wenn du denkst, dass es leicht sein wird, uns loszuwerden, liegt so völlig falsch. Das ist jetzt unser Königreich mit den Theorem-Kristallen an unserer Seite, wird jeder auf der Welt Angst vor uns haben. Genug, ich habe es satt, dir diesen nichtsnutzigen Grunzer auf den Hals zu hetzen. Grunzer is actually not the right word here. This is like once, in that case, would actually be translated differently. This is actually something I have to... we would actually... like, one version would be like, if we actually go military, then it would be a soldier, so in German, Soldat. I know that one not necessarily needs to mean that, but it is beyond better than Grunzer. Grunzer is simply not the right word here. So let's just go for Soldat to prove that for now. Satt, dir diese nichtsnutzigen Soldaten auf den Hals setzen. I'm pretty sure there's something else we can write that is actually better than Soldaten, because I don't feel like Soldaten is the perfect word here. I'm just not getting to the word right now, which would be better. It is still an improvement over Grunzer, but I think we can actually do better. But this is something I have to think about later. Du wirst ein Schwächling sein, genau wie jeder andere. Okay, you'll be a pushover just like every other soldier in this castle. Du wirst ein Schwächling sein, genau wie jeder andere Soldat in diesem Schloss. This is something we could write better as well. Du wirst ein Schwächling sein, genau wie hier. Push over. German. That was what I was missing. Du wirst ein Kinderspiel sein. Ein Kinderspiel sein, genau wie jeder andere Soldat in diesem Schloss. Let's say Untertan. So we differentiate between the soldiers of the castle and his own guys. Now you get it from me. Jetzt bekommst du es von mir. I mean, the thing is, I'm even not a fan of the English version here, to be honest. In German, I would probably write jetzt bekommst du es mit mir zu tun. I want to say though, even the English version does not sound great here, to be honest. So I would even think about changing that. Okay. The West was fine. Alright, let's go back. Just let me check something. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I think we can open that, right? Finished ein Assassin Blade. Yeah, that absolutely has to be changed. Assassin Blade is a strict English word. Not finding it here, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Assassin Blade has to be changed. Okay, here we can do Stückfleisch. Okay, I finally found the Fleisch thing. It was actually here. And Assassin Blade would be... Assassinenklinge? Like, Assassinenklinge would be like more or less the direct translation. Let's just write down Assassinenklinge for now. Klinge. Mächtiges Schwert mit einer scharfen Klinge. Yeah, like, that's a thing. Like, I was... Like, if I'm thinking about an assassin, it's more like dagger-like, but here it's like... blade, so it's possibly longer, although blade is basically nondescript, right? It could also mean a dagger. I think I would just ask the dev about that, what type of blade it is supposed to be here. And then he should decide what it should be. But in any way, it has to get... Küchenmesser. Hey, sis, what up? There we go. So, yeah, we were just talking about the Assassin Blade, which is actually missing the German word in German. So, we can just ask you right away then, the Assassin Blade, is it supposed to be like an actual sword or more like a dagger in that case? Because it will basically decide if Assassinenklinge or Assassinschwert or Assassin-Dolch would fit more in that case. Assassin-Klinger would be like more or less the direct translation. Assassin-Dolch would a sword. All weapons are just swords. Okay, so it would be either Assassin-Schwert or Assassin-Klinger then. Let's go for, because we already have the Soldatenschwert there and the Revoltenschwert, let's go for the Assassin-Klinger to get a little bit of a change here. Okay. So, let's go. I have changed it back here. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that sounds so wrong to jump over a corpse like this. Ay, ay, ay. You might want to think about if you should be really able to jump over like a spitting fire like this. I mean, technically it's just a one-tiled obstacle, so I see why you can jump over this. But it is actually kind of weird that even when the flame is up, you can just jump over that without any punish. Alright, so I think everything is done here. So let's go back here. Flap, flap, flap. So that means I can actually jump over here, right? Yeah. Du findest 20 Dedini. Yeah, thank you, but we can't go here. Sadness. Alright. So let's go down here, I guess. No, we can't. Ah, wait, I'm supposed to go back to the king. When you're talking about so many different stuff that you forget the actual assignment. Mein Vater, mein Vater! Again, don't need to talk about it the fourth or fifth time. Not mein Vater, but rather my Lord or mein Herr. Sag mir, unser Held. Ich habe viele Feinde besiegt. Sie müssen diejenigen sein, die den Theoemas-Kristall gestohlen haben. Dann geh und hol sie dir. Mit den Kristall zurück. Okay. Really? What is the German here? The English translation. Then go. Oh! Nah. We actually have to change that. Because in English it is then go find them and get the crystal back. We actually have to find that because right now it is not actually referring that you are actually finding them. You are just like, yo, get them. You know, but it's not like finding the West. Also, they defeated a lot of enemies. Like, I'm actually not a huge fan of the sentence in general, because, like, just right before we said, like, hey, we defeated for a lot of enemies, and then, okay, find the enemies! Like, I would rather just refer to the crystal alone, if I would be me. If it were me, but to keep it for the translation in itself, like in referring for this specific sentence, I would go for like, dann finde sie und hol dir den Kristall zurück. Okay, nice and easy. Alright. Watercity zurückholen. Unser Königreich wurde mit der Bewachung und dem Schutz des Kristalls betraut. Weißt du, was passieren würde, wenn es in die falschen Hände geraten würde? Wenn es in die falschen Hände gerät. So instead of geraten würde, you would just say gerät. Nein. Schön. Ah, these dialogues sometimes. Schön. Geh, unser Held, verlasse mein Shop. Schloss im Beginn einer Abenteuer. Oh mein Gott. Ja. Who needs context? Ja, Sir. Okay, again, whether mine here or my lord. Ah, beautiful. Akt 1, der Königsschloss, abgeschlossen. And this is actually wrong. It is das Königsschloss, not der Königsschloss. But I am... actually kinda cool. I'm liking it. So, I'm not sure, however, where to find that Act 1 thing. Yeah, no idea where that is. But it absolutely has to say das Königsschloss, not der Königsschloss. I just can't reference it in the sheet right now because I don't know where it is. Man, it's freaking loud though. Like, the music is cool, but for whatever reason, that song specifically is louder than the rest. That has to be looked upon. Hallo Held, willkommen im Burghof. Niemand darf eintreten, jemand... What? What? Wait a sec. That is... No, that is not right. Give me the English text. Hier. Hallo Held, willkommen im Burghof. Okay. Jemand darf austreten. Ah, hier. Okay, I see what you were going for. Okay, you find it in the maps. Yeah, I don't have the singular maps right now. I just have like my Excel sheet, so I have to look it up a little bit farther. But I found the correct map. Okay, so no, like here's the thing. I see what you were going for in the English version. Like you wanted to do some kind of a pun with no one and someone. This doesn't work as well in German. That's the thing. Jemand darf hinausgehen is like the Jenkins sentence ever. Like this is not worth going for the pun here. Ooh. How do we change that though? Maybe we do it in some kind of a... Like, if you want to keep some kind of a pun, instead of going for that no one, someone thing, I would go with no one and all. So, we would basically write, niemand darf eintreten. Alle dürfen hinausgehen. Like, this would, I think this would work a bit better. I mean, you could even go, like, if you want to go, like, super pun style, instead of hinausgehen, you could also say austreten. Because we can actually do eintreten and austreten in German. Like, if you want to go turbo pun here, you know? But I would, instead of the jemand, I would probably go for alle and change it like this. I think that works out better. Yeah. Okay, just to make sure. Alright. So. Niemand darf eintreten, niemand darf hinausgehen. Ich bin so glücklich, im Hof des Königs herumzulaufen. Good for you. Du hast bisher 34 Feinde getötet. Besiege 70 Feinde und ich gebe dir eine Belohnung. Alright. Wow, ein mächtiger Krieger. Wo hast du dieses riesige Schwert gefunden? Ah, by the way, sword. We actually wanna go. Really? That's decreasing my agility that much? I would actually think about changing the stats here. So, like an assassin blade. If you think about an assassin, assassins usually in video games are glass cannons. They do a lot of damage, they are fast, but they don't have any kind of defense. Like, if anything, they are dodgy. So, instead of increasing defense and decreasing agility, I would actually decrease defense and increase agility. Because it would be more fitting for an assassin blade. I don't know, like, I can't tell if that would break balancing or something like that. Although, I have a hunch that, like, this game does not need perfect balancing anyway. At least from the comment I have seen for now. So I feel like you can just change that. It's also, like, a bit harsh. Like, if you see that. So, just give me a sec. So some people, think in terms of, like, total plus minus when they see stat changes and decide upon that if a weapon is good or not. If we go for that, we have an increase of 2 attack, we have an increase of 3 defense, so plus 5. But we have a decrease of 7 agility, so in total it makes the impression of a weapon that gives you minus 2 points in total. Which is really... Which does not feel great for a weapon that is like the second weapon you find. And it is suddenly... It doesn't necessarily feel like an upgrade. There might be people that are just looking at attack and are like, okay, attack increases, I go for more damage, nothing else matters. You might have also people like that. But you also might have the people that calculate in stats and then they see this weapon is technically decreasing your stats and does not feel great. I'm going to equip it because I want to see what the difference is in the end. Because I don't really know what agility affects you. I can't really tell. But yeah, this weapon feels a bit contradictory considering it's an assassin blade. Alright. Ich möchte ein Bandana wie Iris. That's a bit formal. Nein, das ist Schweiz. Du findest ein süßes Monster. Du hast erhalten 100 Dindini. Ah, that was actually hidden. Nice. Willst du etwas kaufen? Kaufen. No. Verkaufen. No. Tschüss. Wait, I can actually... Wait a sec. I can change between two weapons? Just like that? Interesting! Ich kann alle Arten von Waffen schmieden und verbessern, aber ich glaube nicht, dass du das jetzt brauchst. Of course I need that. Guten Morgen, wie kann ich dir helfen? Okay. That makes it even more confusing. What? What the hell? Okay. So... Okay, now we have to talk about a bit more. Let's talk about the reward sword. It's a weapon you get from the king. You weren't supposed to be a great weapon. Yes, it has some rough edges there. That is correct. Still, nothing really implies that this weapon is so fragile that technically, looking at this shop owner, it is actively decreasing your stats. You feel kinda scammed for the sword reading that. I would put it at 0-0, honestly. And then increase everything else accordingly. So, +2 attack, +3 defense. Also, we have seen that agility is reduced with the Assassin Blade. Why do I not get an information about the agility stat in this screen? I can't fully rely on the information I am getting here in this very screen. Like, is that suddenly decreasing my agility by -16? Is that decreasing my special value by something? What is with the stabilizer? So, it's really weird right now. I guess I go for the stabilizer? Yeah, the stabilizer is agility 27 again. Okay. Weites Augenmonsters. Ja, that's fine. Ich werde den Theoremas-Kristall hier nicht finden. Sadness. It should be noted, like, I know what you wanted to do. You wanted to lead the player into a certain direction, but this message is actually not justified. The hero at this point has actually no information where the crystal is. So he can't actually really tell. if the forest is a place where he's not finding the crystal. You kind of have to, like, you either have to give a different reason why he's not supposed to go there now, or you have, like, yeah, like, you have to do a different reason, basically. Or block it off somehow, or stuff like that. This reasoning, I'm not able to find the crystal here, is actually a very weak source reasoning for the current part of the story. It actually does not work out. There is no indication why the crystal could not be there. As of now, with the current informations the player is supposed to know. Okay. Nothing here. Wasserstadt? Yeah, that's fine. I will probably make the map a little bit smaller, because, like, it's basically just a transitional map and not much is going on. And the larger these maps are, the more empty they feel. So I would make it a bit smaller. Probably I would take out, like, half of the wall here, of that wall section. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, like, same deal as with the forest. There is no indication why it is not supposed to be there. It is time. Hey, here we can go. Hey, yo, King! What up? Bitte sprich mir von... What? Du bist auf einem Teppich. Ich kann nicht anders, als auf einem Teppich zu bleiben. Was? Was? Ich verstehe es nicht. Wie ich schon sagte. Meine Sahnen sahen dort drüben jemanden fliehen. Ich hier den Theorie. What? Wait, what? Nah, so, okay. Okay, yeah, that is incorrect. Holding the Teoyama's crystal, like, the ich is too much there. Den... Wait, okay. So, we would actually divide it like this. Den... Teoyama's Kristall haltend. Wait, in der Hand. Actually... we actually don't know how big the crystal is. Halten. So let's just say halten then. But the ich has to be taken out, because it was... otherwise it will say that the king all of a sudden has the... Teoyama's crystal. There's something else we have to talk about in a sec, and this is that thing here. Okay. We will do a small break, and after that we will continue. So we see us in... Oh, I was actually all the time here. Okay, wait, then I have to talk about this thing again, because I was not switching screens. Okay, so it is super irritating that we are supposed to talk from here. Saying someone has to be addressed in front would naturally mean you have to talk from him from here, from this position. Like, especially given that when you are going here, you would... No! Let me me re-access the maps for fuck's sake! Ah! God damn it! My god, why is every map closed right away and inaccessible afterwards? Wait. Ah, I see. I have to walk one step. Okay, the heroes should be teleported in such a way that the exit is innately active again. So basically just put them one tile forward. So instead of being here, place him here. Instead of being here, place him here when you switch maps. Okay, anyway. So what I wanted to say. Many people would think this is the font. But apparently this is the font. This is very unintuitive. Make it so that the king either can only be taught from really only that side, because everything else is caved in somehow, and you can't even exit that place. Or make it possible that you can talk from here, or from here, or from here. I don't really see the reason why it has to be from here. I really don't. Okay, now we are doing the break. So we are supposed to go to the smith. Now we can talk to you, right? Ich kann alle Arten von Verschwendung verbessern. Ich habe gehört, dass der Weg, den du nehmen solltest, um deine Suche fortzusetzen, durch Felsen blockiert ist, die den Weg nach Osten versperren. That sentence seems overly long, to be honest. Can't we just make it shorter? Have it here, right? Yeah, we have it here. So let's go here. Is that thing even needed? I feel like in both versions you can just cut out the bowing the way to the east. Like, it feels like you are almost saying the same thing twice in this sentence because of this. So I would actually make it shorter. So I would just take out bowing the way to the east. In my opinion. It reads incredibly redundant in my opinion. So let's go back. Ich werde ein Revoltenschwert härten. Es sollte stark genug sein, um diese Felsen zu durchbrechen. Erstaunlich! That is... Nah. There are times where translating amazing with erstaunlich is correct. But here I would actually write großartig instead of erstaunlich. Das Problem ist, ich weiß nicht mehr, wie es geht. Dazu brauche ich ein seltenes Buch über Schwertschmiedetechniken. Das heißt Buch der vergessenen Handwerke und sollte irgendwo im Wald des Augenmonsters versteckt sein. Finde das Buch! Now we can actually go. So, ja. Thank you. Clever! Woo! Let's go! I want to go back to that area real quick again. Considering that the only thing here is that chest that is partly hidden, that path is way too long for being nothing than just a pathway. Like, maybe there's something later on, but right now it just feels really elongated. Like, I would actually cut out some of the path here, personally. Okay, that's kind of whack. Tactical retreat. Aha! Tür ist verschlossen. Sadness. The fact you can just press down A like this is actually kinda funny. I don't know if that is intended though. You can very easily spam attacks. Ah, wait, I can jump over them. Interesting. Findest einen Schlüssel. Okay. Das sind 10 Dedini. Okay. Can't handle it. Sadness. So, but probably we can go back now to that house, right? Okay, let's go here. Thank you. Whatever that is. Loot first. Tidini. Ah, Tennis. Nope. Ist eine kleine Brücke. Okay. Oh mein Gott! Wait, what? Oh, what? If I press A, it actually doesn't register as additional hits? So I have to press A after all. Okay, that actually has to be looked upon. Like, people might be very easily inclined to just hold A like this as soon as they see that. And then finding out it doesn't register as additional hits is actually kind of frustrating. So if there's a way to prevent that just pressing A repeats the attack, this should be done. Just holding A repeats the attack. This should actually be corrected like this then. Alright. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's explore here first. Fleisch, thank you. Another bridge. Hier geht es nicht weiter. Geh zurück! Okay, small thing. because we had the bridge mechanic beforehand, you should actually make the river larger, so that one singular bridge is not enough to give the sense of you could just place a bridge here and then go over. So it has to be, like, the entire river has to be one tile larger, or that section here has to be very visibly inaccessible from the other side. Like, basically the only thing that has to be done is this tile on the other side. That has to be water. And then you are basically fine, because these are innately free tiles. So everything is fine there. And this is the only sketchy part here. If there is on the other side one water tile more, or putting a water tile right here would be kind of stupid. But on the other side, if there would be one water tile more, then even with the bridge in your inventory, you don't have the impression that there's any way you can actually make the jump. Oh, hello. Okay, but where do I have to go then? Okay, now I'm kind of confused. But why? Ah, for this guy, huh? Du musst unser Held sein, ich verfolge dich schon eine Weile. Wer bist du? Warum folgst du mir? Mach dir keine Sorgen, ich bin hier, um dir zu helfen. Wenn ich mich nicht irre, gibt es nördlich des Waldes ein elektrisches Tor, das man nicht überwinden kann. Ich weiß, wie man das zerstören kann. Oh, das ist gut. Nimm dieses Schwert. Du hast ein Elektroschwert erhalten. Benutze die Elektrizität in diesem Schwert, um das Tor zu überlasten. Cool. Wie sieht es aus? Einige Schwerter, die während des Abenteuers finden, verleihen den Helden nach dem Ausrüstung besondere Fähigkeiten. Jeder Treffer mit der Fähigkeit verbraucht eine MP. Wenn dir die MP ausgeht, trifft Gegner mit deinem Schwert, um MP wiederherzustellen. Press Q. Ja, okay. Is there actually a way to softlock yourself? I think you can actually softlock yourself here. Am I right? Like, what happens? Now I have no MP, right? So I'm unable to get rid of that. Get rid of that fence, right? Of that gate. Do I have... Sie versucht das elektrische Tor, das weil... No. Is there any way for me to now refill my MP in the current situation? I don't think there is. I actually don't think there is. Yeah, you can actually softlock yourself. You can attack the electric... Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. This is not intuitive that you can actually attack the electric gate. Interesting. Alright. I mean, I did make a safety save, just in case. But, yeah, that has to be made more clear that the gate in itself is attackable. Especially considering that you even need 2 hits. Yeah! Epic battle music! Really? Come on, I want to hit you. I mean, that's probably a limitation of RPG Maker. That loot can actually block off your missile. Still feels kind of frustrating though. Oh, hello boss. That was not what I was expecting. Okay, interesting. Ooh. Come on! Ah! Still can't attack him apparently. Oh, I can jump on it. Okay. This actually... Okay. This actually has to be a little bit more clear as well. Because as of now, every time we jumped over something, but we didn't jump on something. So you're not necessarily thinking that you can actually jump on that area. Like, you will eventually figure it out. But maybe in the jump tutorial there should be like an additional sentence of you can also jump on things or something like that. Oh, what? I can jump through that? Okay, that was unexpected. Die Wald des Eieraugenmonsters abgeschlossen. Der Wald, not die Wald. Du kannst Feinde in den Bossarenen erneut bekämpfen, um Geld und XP zu gewinnen. Alright. Nice, nice, nice. Also, you should probably, in that section, you should also remove these things over here. That looks kinda broken, that you can still see the life counter, the MP counter, and the swords. But have I gotten the... I haven't gotten the book now, right? Oh, I can still fight against people here? Interesting. So is that an infinite grinding spot here? Okay. The dude is gone, apparently. He most likely gives me a reward now, right? Yep. Nice, I guess. What is that doing? So süß. Yeah, great. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Okay, but where's the book? Have I missed something? So let's go back to the boss fight again. Oh, it's there. Oh boy. Okay, I have to check something real quick after I have defeated these guys. I will place the pillar with the book here. Like, here's the thing. When you are inside the boss fight, you might notice it, you might not notice it, because you are in a frantic situation. When you are here, you might actually miss it because it's in the upper left corner. If it would be here, then it would be very visible there is a pillar with a book on it. And I think that would make it harder to miss. Also, because of this, like, I think, if I remember correctly, the message that blacked out my screen was directly after I have defeated the boss, right? I would make it so that you are getting the message after you have gotten the book. Because, like, here's the thing. If you have that screen message, then it is kinda ingraining, like, it is suggesting that you are done with the entire section and therefore you're going out. Without realizing that you still actually have to physically grab the book. Like, there is a reason to believe that the book is automatically added in your inventory at this point even. So, I would make the message with Act 2 clear later. And that is after you have actually got the book. Not after you have defeated the boss or you have left the area or something like that. Something I wasn't able to try out, by the way. Wait, we can still try it out, actually. There is actually something I want. Zurückzutitel. Give me that real quick. There's something I want to see. Are we able to get the book before the boss is defeated? Can we actually sequence break here? Okay, second thing I want to try out. Can we access the boss? You can sequence break the entire boss. There's absolutely no... Like, I don't know if that is intended. But because the jumping mechanic only cares about a one-time obstacle, you can actually completely sequence break the boss, which is pretty damn funny. Like, it is even incredibly safe this way. It's not a bug, it's a feature. So, okay. Yeah. We will go to the other place though, because we have more experience there. Oh wait, we are... Ah, okay. Let's actually take out one or two more ninjas then. So, getting a level up is so full here. Interesting. Nothing wrong with that. It's a conscious decision. Some games do that, some other games don't. Completely fine. I feel like for this game, I think I would rather have the 4 here, so I don't mind. I can even jump over. Okay. Du hast verschenkt. Buch der vergessenen Handwerker. Okay, wait. Nah, verschenkt is not right. I mean, yes, we give it to him. You gave away. Nah. Nah. We are not saying du hast verschenkt here. Du hast verschenkt would basically mean you gifted it. And nah. That's not what we want to go for. So instead we go for du hast du übergibst. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Du übergibst would basically like something like you hand it over, which is far closer to you gave away than du hast verschenkt. Which is actually like making a present, like gifting a present. And this is not we want to go for in this case. Alright. Du fandest das Buch der vergessenen Handwerke großartig. Jetzt kann ich dein Revoltenschwert verbessern. I would actually say du hast gefunden, nicht not du fandest. So, du hast das Buch der vergessenen Handwerke gefunden. Alright. Wir brauchen nur noch 160 Dindini für die restlichen Materialien, dann kann ich das Upgrade machen. Dann. Du hast verstanden. Ja. Same Deal. Du übergibst. Los geht's, der verbesserte Revolver. Du hast wohl erhalten ein Revoltenschwert 2. So, let's go hier. So something I don't understand. Wait. That's actually a weapon? What the hell? Okay. That was rather unexpected. Ooh, I can actually go over here. Wait. Wait. When we can go over here, so what happens when we go here? Is that something? Sadness. There has to be a way to break this, the thing that this is far too lenient with the jumping. I just don't know where. Of course the king is gone. fight against zombies right now. Maybe I can fight with a lollipop? Wait! Ah, sadness. Was worth a try. Okay. Oh my god! Okay. Gimme the salt. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Interesting. Zombie Spain, let's go. Oh, by the way, Zombie Spain actually has to be changed, right? Stabilizer I think is okay, Revoltenschwert is okay, Lollipop is okay. Zombie Spain should be changed into... Okay, so we have it here. So, Zombie Spain. Zombie Schreck. Ah, that sounds a bit too cute. Zombie Schlechter. Zombie Schlechter. Let's do it like this. I think that's fine. Maybe I find something else later on, but Zombie Schlechter should be fine. Okay. Let's go back here. Ah, thank God. I started to get worried. Wait, but that was only 40 damage! Wait, what? Wait, what? Nah! Wait. Huh? Oh boy! Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I can probably replicate it in a hot minute. If I've seen it correctly, if you load a save, several buttons do not work anymore until you change a map. Okay. So, we have 500 life right now. This is not the correct damage number. Not in the slightest. This should not show 31 damage and then dock like 200 or 300 life points. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay, I can use the meat. I can change weapons. I can't attack anymore. I can still run. I can access the menu. And after I've switched the map, then everything is fine again. Okay, so this is not what I wanted. Whoops. I didn't want to close the game fully. That... Oh no, the game! The game updated! Okay, Steam is fine. I was wrong for a sec. Okay. So, let's go here again. Then let's go here. And then I just wanted to save the meat because I was trying out stuff. Alright. So, we are here. Then we actively have to go into hiding. Oh my god! Oh boy! Epic music again! What? How many are supposed to appear? Okay. More enemies! Let's go! Okay. Okay, here we need the other weapon again. Alright. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Now give me the other path so I can loot. Loot! Hey, I found a pitiful amount of money. Sadness. Okay. Then we go here. I don't know if I would actually put such a tile here. Like, this is like, again, if you stay at the principle that every one tile obstacle is jumpable, then yes, people might understand that you can also jump over that. But this looks rather tall and might not, I mean, it's on the verge, right? Because it is a clear way. It is a one tile obstacle, so you're like, okay, you possibly can jump over it. But it does not give the best impression of that. Okay. That's actually... No, this was an optional thing for a collectible. That kinda makes it a little bit more justifiable. That it looks like you are disincentivized jumping over there. Because it's like a small secret. So maybe this tile is fine after all. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Okay, the way back is actually fine. I need the zombie Spain though. Nice. What are you? Verdammt, warum hast du das Tor geöffnet? Warum? Why not? Sit down, please. That flickering from the light source is actually slightly unpleasant for some. I can imagine. Wer hat das Tor geöffnet? Wir haben es geschlossen, um zu finden, dass diese Monster das Schloss erreichen. Mate, you had several monsters outside anyway. The ship has sailed. Like, for real. You had multiple zombies. Like, if it's about the zombies, there were like 20 zombies outside. The argument of keeping the zombies in does not make any sense at this point anymore. So I hope that other monsters will appear where it makes more sense. Dieser Weg führt direkt zum Hintereingang des Schlosses. Wir wissen nicht, was hier passiert. Es sieht so aus, als wären die toten Soldaten wieder zum Leben erwacht. Unser Held, unser Held! Mein Vater, okay. Again, mein Herr. Dieser Typ ist die Ursache für all das. Der Turm im Erstkostal. Aber Leute, der Kristall gehört jetzt mir und niemand wird ihn mir wegnehmen können. Unser Held, ich hab dir immer noch nichts über die wahre Kraft des Theoremas Kristall erzählt. Yeah, you should actually do that, you know? Let's read something real quick. Der Kristall kann jedes unbeliebte Objekt zum Leben erwecken. Er kann alle nicht lebende Materie kontrollieren. Das erklärt alles. Does it? Does it though? Does it? Does it really explain everything? In fact, I will actually look up if that is supposed to be like this. Okay. No, this is still not explaining everything. Like, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. It does explain that the crystal is obscenely powerful. Okay. But this explains, like, stating this explains everything in that situation is kinda jank. Make it something like, jetzt verstehe ich, so now I understand. Like, because this explains everything is such an absolute way of saying something. And I think it's a bit too much. Schaut mal, was ich mit der Kraft dieses erstaunlichen Kristalls machen kann. Okay. This is amazing again, right? Yeah, this is amazing again. So, funny thing is, in this case, translating amazing with erstaunlich is more fine than it was before. So, like, in that case, if you would rather white wondrous crystal then, if you really want to translate it with erstaunlich, probably I would still go for unglaublich. Yeah. Oder erstaunlich is not that bad here. It works better in that context than it did before. Ew. Er hat dieses Wort aus einer kaputten Flasche Wein erschaffen. Jetzt ist die Kraft des Theoremas Kristalls. Du verstehst, dass es viel zu gefährlich ist, den Kristall in seinen Händen zu lassen. Ich lasse dich in den Klauen meines Monsters. Der Kristall gehört mir. Unser Herr tötet dieses Monster, bevor er mein Schloss erreichen kann. Ayo. I think I would rather here. Okay. The hell? Okay, so I'm supposed to defeat the zombies first. Okay, so You can technically find out how this boss works right now. I would still do some kind of a visual cue. So, like, one idea would be that the color of the wine monster has, like, one specific color when it is impervious to attacks, when the zombies are around, and it changes colors as long as zombies are defeated and new ones haven't spawned yet. That would make more clear that it enters a specific state where you can do something else with the monster all of a sudden. And this would suggest better that in order to defeat the boss, you have to defeat the surrounding enemies first. This is very unclear right now. Like, at the start, it almost feels random when you can hit them and when not. Also, there's something like seeing that right now. Wasn't the zombie spawn optional? Like completely optional? I want to speedrun through the entire section real quick. Because it feels like I want to see if there's a way to enter this section without the zombie spawn. It would make the entire fight impossible, right? So let me do that real quick. That should not take too long. Ah, I see. I can't continue here as long as I haven't defeated these zombies yet. So that's how the softlock is prevented. I feel like there might be a reasoning to include a dialogue here or stuff like that. Like I should really take care of the zombies or stuff like that. I don't know. Like it feels a little bit for lack of better words, a little bit lazy. And I mean it in the nicest way possible. Just to be clear. I really don't mean it as an insult. But it's a solution, I guess, you know? It at least prevents the soft lock. Okay. Oh, we can actually enter here. Die wildes Tal, abgeschlossen. Das wilde Tal. Das wilde Tal, not die wildes Tal. Every Exposition message was wrong so far. With the gender. Die Arena ist derzeit geschlossen. Kommt später wieder. Can we look at the map? Sadness. Can we look here? No. Can we look here? No. Supreme sadness. Oh, that's a monster gallery. Interesting. Der versucht... Erschreckt er ihn, der versucht in dem Wald vorzudringen. Diese Kreatur wurde aus dem übrig gebliebenen Wein in eine zerbrochene Flasche animiert. Nur das Zombie-Spain kann sie besiegen. Schneller als jeder andere Fight. Bösewicht 2. Grades. Bösewicht 1. Grades. Das würden wir ohne ihn tun. Kann seinen Mund wahrscheinlich nicht öffnen. And here we have the trophy saw. Angriff 3, Verteidigung 9, Adventure 12. Okay. Interesting. Geh zum König! Oh, really? Why am I getting the message just here? Verdammt, unser Held! Dieser Bösewicht hat sich mit unseren kostbaren Theoremas-Kristall davon gemacht. Ich weiß, warum er hier war. Er wollte mich töten. Um mich zu töten! Nah! I think I have seen that before. This sentence is a bit jank. Wait a sec. Here we have it. There will be a slew of stuff incoming. So. Mich zu töten would imply in German that you are giving a reason why something is happening. If we look at the English variant, you just wanted to reiterate the act of killing. So instead of mich zu töten, you would just write mich töten again. Alright, so we will do a lot of switcheroo most likely, looking at my pre-marks. Damit er mir die Kontrolle über das Königreich entreißt und dann in die ganze Welt weiterzieht. Okay, so we go here again. Now this one is a bit more difficult, like, because I don't, like, so that he would wrest control of the Ringland continent and then move on to the entire world. I don't know exactly how the sentence, even English, is supposed to be in that case. If it is truly referring to he is just moving on and goes into the world. Like, probably the intention was to say here that after he seized control about the kingdom, then he would try to seize control about the entire world. I think this is what this sentence ultimately should come down to. In that case, und dann in die ganze Welt weiterzieht, is actually a little bit iffy. We would rather write something like... What would we write here? Probably und danach die ganze Welt übernimmt. So basically, so that he could wrest control of the kingdom from me, and then takes over the entire world. This would be the translation of that, basically. This is probably closer to the intention of the English sentence, I think. So, I would just stay in this excerpt right now while continuing the text in the game, because as you can see, basically the next 3 dialogues are all iffy, so we can just stay here, I think. Im Moment muss er sich verstecken, eine weitere Armee aufstellen und seine Kräfte für einen noch größeren Angriff verstärken. Right now he must be in hiding, whereas another army and bolstering his forces for an ever bigger attack. Okay, first thing, in English it would be for an even bigger attack, not ever. Even instead of ever. Für einen noch größeren And we wouldn't say he is not, like, seine Kräfte verstärken is not what we would say here. We would actually say seine Kräfte sammeln. This is like a usual German phrase. Seine Kräfte sammeln. Ja. Okay. Du musst ihn aufhalten! Die Dorfbewohner sahen ihn auf der Flucht durch die Wasserstadt. Er ließ viele Schläger zurück. Sei vorsichtig. You have to stop him. The villagers have spotted him fleeing through the... See him fleeing through the Watercity. He left a lot of goons in his way, to be careful. Why was I marking that? Like, reading it again, I think it's actually fine. I guess it's fine. Ich werde vorsichtig sein. Gibt es eine Chance, dass ich für meine Probleme eine andere Waffe oder ein Upgrade bekomme? So, I'll be careful any chance I can get another weapon or upgrade for my trouble. I don't like meine Probleme in that sentence. Like, it's kinda right, but I think we can do better. dass ich für meine Mühen do we stay at Probleme? Dass ich für die Gefahren. We change it, dass ich into die Gefahren. Gefahren will basically be danger. I think that actually fits better here. Für die Gefahren eine andere Waffe oder Upgrade bekomme. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Yeah. So, I think we go for Gefahren. So now we can go back here because we didn't have anything anymore. Hier ist ein Stück Fleisch. Du hast halt ein Stück Fleisch. Du musst durch die Wasserstadt gehen, um diesen Kerl zu jagen. Wir sind alle bei dir, unser Held. Los geht's, unser Held. Erzähl auf dich. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Okay, so what have we done already? Haven't we started with the sages yet? There are like a bazillion sages we have to save. My god, I don't think I'm even 50% into the game yet. Yeah, we are most likely not finishing the game today. Jeez, yeah. This is taking a fair bit longer. Ooh, you have something for me. Ich habe eine Mission für dich. Jemand dachte, der Wald wäre eine gute Müllkippe und warf einen Haufen alter Kisten herum. Deine Mission ist es, alle diese Kisten zu finden und zu zerstören. Das Problem ist, dass wir nicht genau wissen, wie viele Kisten es gibt. Yes? Großartig, wir zählen auf dich, unser Held. You have a lot of slash. Okay. Silver Slash should be renamed into Silberklinge. So that one is easy. Not even worth. Well, actually, we will have a few things to discuss here. So let's change to the Axle again. Okay. So Silver Slash, where are you? Here. So we make Silberklinge out of that. I mean, a more direct translation would be Silberschnitt, but I think we just stay to Silberklinge in that case. Okay, so we have that is fine, Galisidor, yeah. Kupferhalskette, eine einfache Halskette, die leicht vor feindlichen Angriffen schützt, okay? Yeah, that's fine. Diese Halskette schützt diskret vor feindlichen Angriffen. Yeah, this is the one that I am not happy with. Diskret is such a weird word in this context. Now, the issue is that leicht is already taken. Although, probably what I would do is, in that case, Kupferhalskette we change into sehr leicht. So, very slightly basically. wait, wir machen das, we are even doing it even more differently. So here we say nur wenig, just a little bit. And here we say etwas. It protects somewhat. And then we have robuster als Einigkeiten for the silver necklace, and for the gold necklace is complete defense. So yeah, I think if we're doing it like this, then we are fine. Am I? Ah, god damn it! I made the mistake again. Yeah, okay. So, what have I... Oh my god, I have missed a lot. Okay, we have to go back again. Ah! Okay, we were at the boss. So, we have missed that entire conversation. But there was nothing wrong here. Okay, so let's talk about this guy here again. No, wait. We talked about the necklaces. So we were actually fine for the necklaces. Yeah. But I haven't clearly shown the issue with the shop, I think. Okay, so then let's talk about the shop real quick again. The shop right now is not showing the current stats of the weapon, but it is doing a comparison with the equipment we have currently equipped. Comparison with equipment is something that is done in video games, but usually you have a clearer indication that a comparison is done right now. This is not the case here, although I just see now that you have the silver slash shown below. Ah. Oh my god. Okay, but it's actually kind of funny that now that we have it like this. Okay, I think I would actually just do one very simple change. Looking at it like this again. Put the silver slash, so the weapon that is currently equipped, not below the stats, but above. That might make it a little bit clearer, that we have a comparison in place and not a simple stat line shown. Okay. So, I should probably explain why sometimes these mess up with the Excel and so happen right now. The thing is, with the proofreading, I have a constant switching between the Excel and my OBS tab. And I'm basically in a situation where I actually need 3 screens, but I effectively only have 2 right now. So, yeah, that means sometimes I'm forgetting that I still have to change back to the actual game. But this is a lesson learned for me. Like, if I'm ever doing a game again where I have to proofread, which might actually be the second and the third game of the series, I have to figure out how I can make it easier for myself and less prone to mistakes switching between the Excel and the game, or if I can really just like put it in the blank space I have right now, and therefore have the opportunity to just go there and have, and I'm basically just showing both at the same time. So I'm really sorry for the hiccups that are happening sometimes with the actual showing of the content. And try my best. It's really not easy for me right now. Like, this is really the first time I have to do it like this, and yeah, it shows. I really have to get used to that constant switching. I am not used to that. Okay, so the other thing I was talking about that was not shown because of the Excel was these tiles here. So we have the wires on the left side, we have these very modern looking metal tiles on the right side of the ladder. And I think these are looking too modern for the game right now. Okay. Something I really have to do is that when I'm uploading the VOD, I actually have to do some cutting. So I'm cutting out these fades that are not helping anyone. Okay, so now we are back on track. We go here. Okay. Interesting. Now that begs the question again, can we softlock ourselves here? What happens if I place it like this? That is so wild that this is a thing. I mean, I get why. It is preventing the soft lock. But this is so unintuitive that you suddenly have the ability to pull. I don't really know how you solve it though. Like, honestly, you can... I think there should be some kind of a message. Like, I know it's like the stupidest and most redundant tutorial ever talking about that you can actually push this ice block for the button. But there has to be some kind of explaining that in situations like these, the character is actually actively pulling the ice block. Because this is like a really handmade solution to prevent soft locks while making the maps look a little bit more interesting. But this is not what usually happens in such a game. Okay. I need a new bottle soon. Okay, can probably go over here again. Yeah, same deal. I wanna note, that this section right here does not give a clear impression that this is actually a path you can continue to move and go into another map. This might very well be just a random platform you can jump on and that's it. It doesn't give the impression that you are actually continuing here. So probably what I would do is like the walls have to kind of connect here, so it looks more like a pathway. Or don't make it a square, like a 3x3 tile, but rather make it a little bit more elongated. Like, this is one of the few times where shortening is actually not the best idea, but instead make it longer so it looks more like a hallway. Like, just a simple square really gives the impression that this is just a simple platform where you can continue and that's it. You know, like, this shows it way better. This is not a square, this is a rectangle with a simple connection here. Because of this, it really does make the impression that this is a hallway you can continue. Honestly, cut the jump here, give me a bridge, and this is probably enough to show the visibility that you can continue there. This might actually be enough already, not gonna lie. Don't make it completely disconnected, just adding a simple tie here and skip the requirement to jump over there might actually be enough. Okay, 2 buttons stay pressed apparently. Also just showing that the spikes are down now. Okay. Nothing here. Don't even try to go for the electrical sword here. Oh, wait. Oh my god, that looks so much like a hidden entrance. Ah, now it's gone. Alright. Hilfe! Hallo! Hallo, jemand braucht Hilfe. Wait. Is it really just saying hello in the other map as well? Ah, in English it says, hey, someone needs help. Hey is something that is equally usable in German as well. So I would actually just stick to hey there. Sounds better than hello. which would translate to hello. Okay. What? Why can't I enter this area right now? Stimme kam von hier. Hier soll es einen Knopf geben, der diese Tür öffnet. Okay. Make a message here that says this is not where the waste came from. Because, like, you can very easily miss the door here. Like, I completely overlooked the door at the beginning. And I was just, like, going down here. And wanted to go here. Because I was assuming the voice was coming from that direction. Ah. Warum hast du hier gefangen? Die Schäden des verdammten Endgegner haben mich... Na. Really? That sounds wrong. It is actually find a boss in English. So it's supposed to be like one of these on-the-nose names like our hero. Okay, in that case it's fine. It's fine. Endgegner? Ja, der den Theorema-Kristall gestohlen hat. Jeder kennt ihn mittlerweile. Warum haben sie dich eingesperrt? Weil ich ihre Schwäche kenne. Du musst dir darüber im Klaren sein, dass die Handlanger Endgegner nur Lebewesen ohne jegliche IQ sind. Sie können nicht denken, sprechen oder rationalisieren. Oh, wait. There is absolutely something wrong with this sentence. Give me the... Okay, let's change to the Excel. Give me the... Okay. Schergen. Ah. Okay. So, in English, it is, you must be aware that the fighter boss henchmen are just living beings without any IQ. They can't think, speak, or rationalize. This sentence like this makes sense. In German, you are missing one word. Because you can't shorten it like this. You need a von Endgegner. Yeah. And then it works out. Alright. Sind Lebewesen, die dank der erstaunlichen magischen Kraft des Theorema-Kristalls zum Leben erweckt werden. Sie existieren nur mit einem Zweck: töten. Aber wenn man Theorema-Kristall, die Quelle all ihres Wissens, steuern könnte, würden diese Wesen doch dümmer werden, als sie ohnehin schon sind. Sie würden sogar aufhören, Befehlen zu gehorchen. Sie wären tot und unfähig, etwas anderes zu tun, als die Bewegung von allen, was sie sehen, nachzuahmen. Wow, wie kann ich den Theorema-Kristall stören? Im Moment ist dies nicht möglich, da sich der Kristall nicht in unseren Händen befindet. Aber dieses Fragment des Controller-Kristalls ist alles, was wir brauchen. Controller. Do we change the C into the K to make it sound more German? Probably right. So there are multiple places where the controller quizzes are mentioned. I have already seen that in the files, and I have marked all of them. I would, like, if you want to stick to German as much as possible, then controller would be written with a K, not with a C. C is the English variant. So, yeah. Du hast einen Controllerkristall. Eine kleine Menge Energie reicht aus, um es zu aktivieren. Ja, diese kleinen Lichter sind perfekt. Aktiviere das Fragment, das ich dir gab, nahe einem dieser Lichter mit einem Feind daneben und sieh seine Kraft. There is one comma too much. Too many. So, between Lichter and mit der comma, I would remove that. It sounds a bit stiff otherwise. Okay. Yeah, that's a weird graphical glitch that has to be fixed. These linings do not look pretty right now. Ah, I see. These are from the walls. From the outer walls. I would actually move the chest more behind. Basically like here. To really reward the people that do actually backtrack right away instead of later. Like this way it's very obvious that you should backtrack. And in that case you might as well just place it here. That just makes it annoying. But if you place it here or here, then it does actually feel like a reward that you were purposely going back. Verdammt, dieser Laser muss von diesem Terminal ausgesteuert werden, aber ich kann ihn nicht erreichen. Okay, and now? Okay, nothing here, nothing here. Ah. Oh, it works like this. That is actually kind of whack. How do I turn it off? Hallo, lebst du? Nope. So nothing really I can do about here, I guess. Ich glaube, er will mich runterholen. That is not correct. Alright, yeah. So, in English we have, I think he wants to take me down. Ich glaube, er will mich fertig machen. Wait, that is the original text. So. It's actually fine. Alright. Sieht doch härter aus als zuvor. Meine Angriffe kratzen nicht mal immer. Alles klar, lass uns das machen. Wait, what? Alright, let's do this. I mean, the sentence is right, but it doesn't make any sense. That is a weird dialogue. Okay. Ey, die Wasserstadt ist korrekt. Okay. I have a feeling that there is a shortcut later on. Just can't access it yet. Alright. Okay. So we are actually going to do a cut here. I have to continue it another time. This is taking quite a long time. So I have to see how I'm doing it here. There will still be a fair bit amount of stuff to talk about for another stream. So this is actually justifiable as a second playtest, I think. So I will most likely do that, I guess. And yeah, it's just getting super late. So I simply need another stream. Okay, yeah. But with that, I think we are done for today. And I hope that you enjoyed the stream, even though with some hiccups with the Excel. I have to get used to that. And that you will tune in next time. Till then, see ya!